Hi guys, so I saw J Loves Mac do this 10 things you didn't know about me tag, and it sounded really fun, and I didn't want to upload my January favorites yet, because I'm still deciding, what was actually my favorite this month and stuff, and if you could not tell, I am back in my dorm room, and yeah, you guys already probably knew that because I posted a video the other week about me being back in class and stuff. So we're just gonna get into all these 10 things that I have in my head that you guys probably did not know about me. So let's get into that. As weird as it is, my parents never sat me down and talked me through the whole sex thing. They never did that. Why? Don't ask me. They just kinda never got around to it, and so I guess you're supposed to get that talk in middle school, and when I went into middle school from private school to public school, I kind of figured it out by myself that two people do things. Yeah, so my mom never even gave me the whole being a woman talk thing either. That was my sister, and she didn't mention the birds and bees things either. So honestly, with my kids, I'm gonna be straightforward with them, be like, yo, this is what happens. Not like that obviously, but I'm gonna tell them because they didn't tell me, and I'm just like, what the hell. I don't know. I know what it all means now, but at the time I was just like, why didn't you tell me? Come on. I had to have this little girl strive around and figure it all out herself. Okay, the word wasted sounds really harsh. I knew that. But it felt kind of wasted. As you know, if you've been watching me for a very long time, I dated a guy for 4 years. 4 years, and he broke up with me last year, and I was crushed, and I went on a depressing stage. I've never been that depressed in my life, but it's okay now. But it as of right now, being close to over it and not so sad about it anymore, and seeing someone else and whatever, it's I feel like 4 years of my life are wasted. And I am probably going to do a video about how that whole thing bubbled out and everything like that, because I did do one and I thought we were going to get back together, and well, we didn't, of course, if you did not know. And being like, yo, guys, it happens, this is life. But yeah, dating 4 years with the guy, and I thought I was going to marry him, and it's really, really weird when you go back in videos and you're talking about this boyfriend that you thought you were going to marry, and then you're in the future and you're just like, yeah, well, that did not happen. I go to the gym 3 times a week, or 2, but most of the time I try 3, and I suck at running. I run on the treadmill, and I try to run a mile, or I'll just do the bike, depending on my legs, because I do squats, so if my legs hurt really bad, I can't run as fast as I normally would. But regardless if I have sore legs, I suck at running. I ran a mile last week. It took me 13 minutes and 19 seconds, and then over the weekend it took me 12 minutes. I suck at running. I always have. I'm I'm a small person, and I'm not I'm in shape, so you expect that I can run. My roommate can run about 7.5 in a mile, 7 minutes and 30 seconds in a mile. I can't do that. I suck at running. I'm trying to get better, but I really suck at running. Even since I was little, it would take me forever just to run a mile. It sucked. I would love to be YouTube partner. I guess, you know what, who wouldn't? Okay. But I just want to just throw that in there because this is YouTube and I'm uploading this on YouTube, and I wish to be YouTube partner and all that stuff. But I don't know. I want to be YouTube partner so bad, so we're trying to figure that out still. We're trying to figure out if I still can, and all that stuff, because you see all these girls who live off of being on YouTube and blah blah blah, and I don't have to be the point where I live off of it, but if I could get extra money by doing this stuff, that would make my life. It really would, because school's really expensive, guys. Really expensive. So, being paid to do YouTube partner and stuff like that, that'd make my life. It really would. That's a little goal in my life that I have right now. And I probably could, I don't know. Cross your fingers! I'm on Pinterest. Pinterest is my thing, but I've gotten back to Tumblr too, so you should follow me on both. But food is my thing. Oh, and I post my food on Instagram too. I love cooking, and my parents can cook. I can cook. I'm teaching my boyfriend how to cook. My sister. I'm on Pinterest. Pinterest is my thing, but I've gotten back to Tumblr too, so you should follow me on both. But food is my thing. Oh, and I post my food on Instagram too. I love cooking, and my parents can cook. I can cook. I'm teaching my boyfriend how to cook. My sister can't cook. My roommate cooks also. I love food. Like, I love food. There's like few things that I don't like. My boyfriend made me try liver mush. That's not, no, it's a southern thing. Just, it's nasty. I can't eat it. It's okay if you guys like it, but I just can't eat it. But I love food. Like, I will blog and reblog food from Pinterest all day long. Oh my god. I feel so inspired. That boyfriend I dated for 4 years, he was studying to be a chef, so he would make food for me all the time. And I don't know, I guess I just caught on to that because I did that for 4 years. And so, like, now that, like, it's by myself, I have to cook myself, I've just done that. Like, I just kind of, like, go along with, like, what my parents do and what he did and what I want to do, what I want to taste for. So I prefer buying frozen stuff and cooking it that way rather than getting a box of microwavable food. That's just me. Because it's delicious. I love cooking. Just love food. I don't know how I'm this skinny. I really don't. This is kind of hard for me to say, but, you know, I think that I want you guys to see that, you know, I'm a real person and I'm not fake or anything like that. My dad actually works 2 jobs. He works at a grocery store, and he's a manager for a grocery store, and then he's also a worker at a gas station, and it just, you know, it's like, we have good money, of course. It's not like, you know, you don't see me wearing like all these like designer brands. You don't see me getting like makeup constantly or anything like that. I mostly pay for my own stuff, like clothes and makeup. Once in a while my parents will buy me stuff, but and it's like we have a really nice house and whatever. I go to a really nice college, and I'm just kind of like, how does that make sense? How are we put in a higher class and having to pay more if my dad works 2 jobs? That doesn't make any sense to me. So, I love my dad. I think he puts his all just to take care of my family and everything like that. He's raised me very, very, very well. I'm very proud of the way he raised me. I'm very happy by everything I've done so far in my life. I love my dad so much. I wish he didn't have to work 2 jobs. He's getting older, and I think he has a really good grocery store job and everything like that, but, you know, there's probably, you know, you guys have parents that, like, work 2 jobs, or, like, even you guys have 2 jobs or something like that. It's just, it sucks. Hopefully he doesn't have to do that for the rest of his life, but, yeah, my dad works 2 jobs just to keep our family in check, so, yeah. I'm named after my grandma. That's why I don't have like a super Hispanic name. My mom always told me that my name would have been Roxana or something like that, or Rosalita. No, my name would have been like Roxana or Rosalita or something like that. But I don't know. I was named after my grandma. Her full name is Alexandra, and so my full name is Alexandra. She was remarried, so she has a different last name than me, but I even have her middle name too. I don't want to give my middle name out on YouTube. Sorry guys, but I'll give you like my full name. And it's just like, it was just weird because like to me when I was little, I would be called Alex. And then like later on, like middle school, like later on, I would get called Allie. So I don't know. I prefer Allie more than anything else. I don't think it's gonna be like that forever. Like maybe when I get older, I'll just be called Alexandra. But like it sounds like so like England fancy queen like. I don't like it. I like being called Allie. Alexandra's a pretty name, but I prefer to be called Allie more than anything else. I had really, really long hair growing up. Okay, I have long hair right now. This is my hair, alright? It's really long right now because I'm growing it out. But when I was little, it would go to like the back down here, like my booty length, you know, And ever since I was little, I was terrified. I hated my long hair. Hated it. Because in middle school, I didn't get it cut till middle school. And so, you know, I'd be called like not Pinocchio, oh my god, Pocahontas all the time. And because it was a dark brown, close to black hair color. And, you know, they have the little bolts in the back of the chair, and my hair would get caught on that every single day, and it would pull out my hair and it hurt so much. And my mom would brush my hair, and she'd hit me with a brush if I would say, like, be a brat about it, but it really did hurt. I really had a tender head. But she would hit me with the brush and all this stuff, and I got gum stuck in my hair, and I had to wash my hair, and just, oh my god, it was such a nightmare. And when I got to middle school, I was just like, I wanted my hair cut so bad. And I actually got my hair cut with my mom about this length, and my dad freaked. He started crying. I don't know why my dad started crying, but he was really upset I cut my hair. And then I got my hair cut up to here in high school. My parents hated that too. But I think long hair is really nice, and I understand that like a lot of people can't grow out their hair this long. And I had short hair for a while, and I'm growing it back out now. I don't know how long I'll grow it out for, but I will let my kids decide if they want short hair or not. They can cut off all their hair, because a lot of the time, like, people don't like that shorter hair. They'll get it all cut off, like my roommate. She got all her hair cut off, and she's like, I miss my long hair so much. I know that, like, everyone's not like that. Some people might like their short hair, but I'm gonna let them decide. If they want to get it done, they can get it done. If they don't like it, that's their fault. Plain and simple. I have gotten 2 so far, and I've been in the emergency room. No, I've gotten like 3 so far. One was a small one. It depends if I like forget to take my medicine. That's why I'm prescribed birth control, is to make sure I don't die and be sent to the emergency room 5 times a month. I don't know what it is, but the thing with like having ovarian cysts constantly and being like, if you don't take it, it can make it flare up, and it really hurts. It really hurts. The first time I got it, it felt like gunshots in my back. You probably already know this if you've watched me for a really long time, because I was in the emergency room last year. They suck. They really do. So I have to be on birth control. The other day, I forgot to take one, and I took 2 the next day, and then like I took 1 regularly the next day, and then after that I forgot to take it again, so I had to take 2 the next day after that, and I felt so nauseous. And I was out with my friends, and I felt so nauseous because if you skip uphill, it makes you nauseous, or if you take 2 sometimes to like, you know, catch you up, it makes you nauseous. It really sucks. I actually have to take mine now in like 30 minutes, and it just like really sucks. It scares me to the point where like I have to stay on birth control. I was off birth control for a little bit when the first time I had it freshman year, and I had to go back on it because I was sent to the emergency room again. And it's just kind of the point where it's just like, you know, I'm scared to like, what if I want kids one day, you know? I don't know if I'll be able to be off the birth control long enough for me to not have like an ovarian cyst flare up. I don't know, that scares me because I want kids one day, even though I might break if I have kids, so says people, but I want kids one day. Okay, and number 10 is my measurements of how small I am. Because, you know, when you meet people, if I ever meet you guys one day, you're gonna think, wow, she's freaking short. Because I am short, and I'm proud of it. You guys might be like, my height might be shorter, you might be taller. Whatever. These are my measurements because I thought it'd be, like, kind of cool to know. I am 5'2". I'm very short. And I have a 32 bandwidth over here's, and then I have a 25 waist, or the 20, whatever the 25 European thing, because like my Hollister pants say 25, 29, so like the length of my jeans is 29, even though they're still short on me. Isn't 25 like the waist instead of the hip thingy? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know my model sizes. Like, if you go and do a runway and you do, like, the special numbering. But I'm a tiny person. Like, look at this. Well, my shirt's kind of baggy, but I'm, like, tiny. Tiny. And I can't run a mile. I can run a mile. It just takes me, like, a really long time. Yeah, I just thought this would be fun. Just to be like, she can be kind of weird sometimes. There's like, of course, like a few other things that I could have told you guys. An extra one, I have a really weird taste in music, but you probably already knew that because I like the screamo and punk screamo, but then I like Taylor Swift, so that always happens. Yeah, I have to go and get ready for the gym because I don't like filming. My roommate's here. It makes me really nervous. I like doing it while I'm by myself. So, yeah, I'm gonna go. You guys should do this tag too because I think it's really fun. Just like freaking random facts. Just like, anyone remember MySpace and doing that? I don't know. Okay. Brought up MySpace. I went too far. Okay, well, happy Tuesday, guys, and I'm trying to upload every Tuesday or Monday, one of those two. It's kind of difficult. Okay, love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in a later video. Bye, guys.